Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now you would ask yourself, why am I posting this video so early? Well, the answer is simple. I had a good night's sleep and I'm ready to roll. We need to talk about the market because I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, it went down a bit. So we need to talk about how we continue. Also, you had a lot of questions regarding the MaiarDEX, about the strategy, and I'm going to try to answer them. For those who are new to this channel, my name is Sabi and I'm here to help you with crypto. At least I try. So if you're interested in crypto, consider subscribing. Let's start. Before we dive in, obviously the usual, use a VPN. If you can't find one, there is one in the description. If you want to get in contact with me, Twitter, Discord, everything is in the description, or you can find my Twitter tag here. Use it, tweet me, follow me, anything you like. We are at the Bitcoin price chart, and as you can see, we went down to the below 60,000s and we touched the 58,500 twice. Now it seems that this is a stronger support, which I'm happy to see. I wasn't expecting Bitcoin to go back in a V shape from the 60,000, to be honest, because everybody is talking about the V shape all the time, but it kind of never happens. It just doesn't. Every time Bitcoin has a bigger dump, it needs some time to consolidate, it needs some time to gather the strength, to accumulate, and then slowly it will start, and maybe it jumps afterwards. We can see that many times, for example here. Now what I think that if the price is low enough and if the retailers start to buy in again, and I think they already did, that's why the price held the 58 twice, then we will start to go a bit sideways and maybe we will jump back. But I don't expect this to happen today or this weekend because Bitcoin doesn't work like that usually. That is my experience, obviously, and my subjective opinion. So yeah, treat it with a pinch of salt. Therefore, I'm expecting Bitcoin to start going sideways, but this could be a good opportunity for the altcoins because most of the altcoins dumped pretty hard. And yeah, I do think that they will just rebound as soon as Bitcoin shows some strength and as soon as we can see that it's not gonna further dump. What I'm watching here is how Bitcoin behaves, how these candlesticks work out, and to be honest, it is a bit too soon to say anything. To say anything about further dumping or going back in a V shape or whatnot, because we just don't have enough data for that. Now these two whips are obviously a very good sign. As you can see, we have here the 200-day moving average, which stopped the price, and that is obviously a good sign. Therefore, we could see that Bitcoin is gonna start sideways. That's what I want to see, and that will be the time when we will have another, let's say, small rally in the altcoin section. Obviously, if you want to buy in because you're on the sideways, this is one of the dips. This is one of the bigger dips because as you can see, Ethereum went down from the 4700s to the 4100 to the 4100, obviously, and Elrond, instead of 330, it's now 293, and I can see on the order books, just let me pull them, that there are a lot of orders around the 290, 280, down to the $270. Yeah, therefore I think that people start to think that this is the bottom and this is where we will start to turn. If we also want to check the fear and greed index, that it will show yesterday's, and I think we already dumped from extreme fear, extreme greed, to neutral. If further dumps, that would be the best one to drop to the fear section, and that would be for me a very, very strong sign to buy. Now, this neutral is also pretty down in this bull run. I think people just get spooked very, very easily, and that's why we just dumped from the 71 to the 52 in like one day. It's okay. It's okay. In the fear, we buy. I buy. Whatever you want to do, obviously. Maiar exchange. So you had a lot of questions because yesterday I posted the first steps, how to provide liquidity, and some of you don't want to follow the strategy because it's either too complicated or you just don't want to bother yourself every couple of days to harvest and restake and so on, which I obviously understand. And yes, you shouldn't. If you don't want to, if you have a job, if you have kids, you shouldn't be bothered. At the end, probably it's gonna be a difference between the strategy and just taking max, but if you are okay with that, and I really don't urge you to do the liquidity and the strategy, because yeah, you can just also mess up, I think, and maybe after half a year you just get bored of it and you just leave it there as it is. And in that case, it's better to stake your max. So the strategy with providing liquidity is not the only option, as I said. And just before that, I'm gonna just sign in into I'm gonna connect my wallet to the Maiar exchange and approve. So if you don't want to provide liquidity, you don't want to add liquidity, so on, that's okay. If you have only like the locked max, if you don't have enough max, you can just start to stake, and you just click on stake, you use your full max what you have here, and you lock your rewards and double the APR if you want it. Now this one says that if you lock your rewards for 1 year, you will not be able to use it, but you will be able to reinvest it or restake it. There was some discussion on Discord about this, and how I understood this is that you will get locked max as a reward instead of max, which you again can use to lock and to get more rewards. So by locking the rewards, it will mean that these locked max will be further locked down, but you can use them as well to get some rewards. I know it sounds silly and it's a bit complicated, but if you don't lock it, you will get max, which you can use to swap it for other tokens on the Maiar exchange. If you lock it, you will get locked max. You will get the same locked max as you get it right now, and you can use that for further rewards, but you cannot use it to swap for other coins. So I hope it's understandable. I'm gonna lock it for to double the APR. This is a very small sum anyway. I don't really have what to do with it, and as you can see, I'm gonna have to confirm it on Maiar, as you can see here. So I will just go continue and sign transaction, and now it says that transaction sign. Yeah, so it is adding a farm stake. We have to wait it out. In the meantime, I'm gonna answer the other question, is when can we swap? We will be able to swap on the 19th of November or on the 22nd. I just can't remember all the time, but the latest, the 22nd of November. So if you want to swap Elrond for max, you can't just yet, because the swap button or the swap feature is not activated yet. As you can see now, the farm stake is added, and if I just scroll down here, you can see that I have 2,584 max staked, and I will earn locked max, not simple max. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use that for to swap for other tokens, but I'm going to be able to restake it for further rewards. Now the swap latest on 22nd of November. Until then, you can't swap. You just can't, because it's not activated, and I don't think I didn't see on Maiar that you can swap it Elrond with max. So yeah, if you know something new, then let me know in the comments, but I'm 99.9% sure that you can't swap anything for max or anything from max until the 22nd of November. Still problems with claiming max with Ledger. It's I'm a bit confused about that, because I don't have Ledger. I don't use Ledger for Elrond. I use it for my Bitcoin and Ethereum and other tokens. Now make sure that you update your Ledger Live. Maybe try to delete it from your computer and just update with the latest version. Make sure that your firewall is also updated. Everything is up to date, and then try it again. This is what I can tell you. Other than that, you could write email to the Elrond team. You can find them on the email on elrond.com, or write them on Telegram or Twitter. I'm sorry, but I don't have Ledger. I have Ledger, but I don't have Elrond on my Ledger, and I didn't use it to claim max. So this is all I can say. Usually these type of problems are regarding updates and yeah, some bugs. So make sure that you update your ledger and you update the firewall, because that could put some problems into the process. Okay, last question was, why do we do this? I mean, the liquidity with the strategy, why should we do it? Why can't we just simply stake? So the answer is simple. With the liquidity strategy, there is a fair chance, or it was calculated, that the rewards will be bigger. Now, I don't think that they will be twice as big. I didn't calculate it myself, to be honest, because I didn't really want to reinvent the wheel. The rewards will be bigger at the end of the year or in 2 years, but you also need to do much more. You have to pay attention, you have to know when to harvest and when to restake. You will have to swap between Elrond and Max. If you don't want to do that, just don't bother. Just stake your Max, make sure that you get the rewards. You will double it in 1 year, and that's all. You don't have to do anything else. So the important thing here is to stake, at least, because if you don't stake it, you don't get the APR, you don't get any rewards. And if you just stake it and, I don't know, just enter the Maiar exchange every now and then, maybe once in a month, and just harvest and reinvest, or just harvest, I don't know, whatever you like, you will make sure that you have some rewards, you earn some rewards, and you don't just wait for the max, because in the end that's the point, to get some rewards, to make sure that your max is working and generates some wealth or some kind of reward for you during this locked period. There was another question which I just remembered, and that somebody said that they have 8 million max, how to make the most of it. Well, the answer is, it's with the Albuquerque or with the Denver strategy. That's how you make the most of it, but you also need a liquid Elrond. Also, if you don't have Elrond yet because you just unstaked, then you still have to wait. Somebody wrote that they still need to wait like 8 days. It's okay, you're not gonna lose anything, because you can provide liquidity next year as well. This is not something that you can provide liquidity now and you can't next month. You can lock your tokens anytime, wait out. If you already claimed your max, that's very good. That is the important part, otherwise it's gonna be burned. If you claimed your max and you still need to wait for your Elrond to be liquid, to unstake, then wait it out and then start the strategy. Start to provide liquidity, or start to stake the max, or whatever you want to do. The most efficient, based on some calculations, is to provide liquidity, to use LP tokens and stake them, and also to stake some max and use the max generated from the rewards to, I don't know, to provide further liquidity. So the Albuquerque and the Denver strategy are the most efficient. If you have to wait for your Elrond to be unstaked, wait out and start to provide liquidity. Also, I wanted to mention at the end of the video that the total value locked is already $73 million. And that is huge. That is something which shows the commitment and the power of the community. And I think that this will further increase by a lot, by hundreds and hundreds of millions. So yeah, I wanted to thank you for everyone who stick with Elrond, because I do think that this is a very good opportunity for us to generate some passive income, and I hope that you will get the best of it. Make sure that you tune in every day, because tomorrow we will talk about the market again. And on the 19th, we will continue the steps for the Denver strategy, where we can swap. I will also show you how to swap Elrond or other tokens to Max and back. Don't forget that you will be also able to use USDC if you have some stablecoin and you want to buy Max. The options are almost limitless. This is all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what you think, how you do it. Are you going to use the liquidity or not? Are you only going to stake it? How often you want to reinvest or harvest? Thanks again for watching, and I see you tomorrow.